Hello. Okay. I don't know if my vertical stream is going to work today, because of course YouTube decided to break everything. So hopefully people don't see the vertical stream instead of the horizontal stream, even though it's the one that I actually shared. Because, you know, that would be annoying and frustrating. Well, either way, we're just gonna get started here. So, we have this page to be done, to be finished. This page should go pretty dang quick. Sun's coming from the side, so that means that shadows are going to be coming from the side. We just have to do some cast shadow stuff and whatnot. I didn't have to do any cast shadow here. I think I did internal darks, yeah. Yeah, I did. Didn't have to worry about those too much. I guess I could put some here if I wanted to. Unless I just realized that's wrong. Cool. How's it going, everyone? There, Marcel, Dite, Haji. Hope you're all doing good. We're going to try to get through a few pages today. We'll have a couple hours, but that's okay. That's okay. That's oh, tolerance. Yeah. That'll do. Okay. I'm still not super 100% sure on whether or not I want to keep that shadow there, but you're alive. Hey, every day you're alive is a good day. Take it from me. All right. Let me see here. Two. Shadows go under. Pretty sure. I think people are trying to message over on the phone side, which is really annoying. Not that they're annoying, but because YouTube is broken, so it doesn't have a phone side. Really annoying. Let's see. Was that hard light that I went with, or was that... What did I go with for the shadows? Shadows is hard light, yeah. And I keep it around like the markers. Most of this is going to be taken away, but... Oh shoot, that's annoying. Hold on. I need to... We're gonna... Lights, and then just... Just hopping by? Appreciated there, Jordan. I'm really irritated at YouTube right now. Got to go and break everything. Okay. Well, I do two streams. I do a vertical stream for phones, and I do a horizontal stream. But YouTube, and the way I do it is with a plugin through OBS. And basically, YouTube added a thing where, oh, hey, you can do that now through our little thing, but it sucks because you can't actually edit the layout at all, which means that your stream is cropped to be a short, right? And so you have no control over that. So I can't decide how much of the screen anyone sees, essentially, right? So I was like, okay, well that sucks. I'm just going to use the plugin then. I'm not going to bother with the I'm not going to bother with the, whatever, right? Oh. Come on. So ultimately what that means is because it was updated, I probably there's an update for the plugin. I need to update the plugin, and I didn't do that. I was like, well, hopefully it works, and it didn't. So at least on it hasn't. It doesn't look like it's working on my side, which is like, okay, well, that sucks. You think I need some WD-40? Yeah, it's a squeaky chair. I was like, probably should look into like figuring out a way to quiet it. Okay, that's really... Why in the world? That'll be fine. Okay. So, did I? No, I didn't. I probably will want to do it. Honestly, though, I'm gonna actually send this basically one-to-one here. I don't know, for all I know, the stream is actually working. It's just not showing up. Okay. Okay, it is working, I think. Yeah. Oh no, it's... That's really dumb. Streaming under the wrong name. Whatever. I never keep. As long as people are happy. Whatever. That's annoying. Okay, so now, what we're doing here is... Yeah, we'll just put it like that. All this is going to be inline. And I keep missing little areas like that. It's driving me crazy. No, we do it. I knew that was going to be a pain. I probably honestly should take down on the close gap. That's fine. There doesn't need to be any shadows there. That's the wrong layer. Because the sun's pretty high up. Yeah. honestly, the only element of shadows in his head. Arm. That's a little much. Keep that in check. I'll probably do like a cast shadow there. Oops, that was wrong. Fully exposed to the sun, so that's fine. This Mostly this whole jar probably is going to be in sunlight, so that needs. I kind of. All right. I'll do that after. Oops. All of that would be better. Maybe a little bit here. Yeah, that's okay. The sleeve would be. Dang it. Wrong color. Appreciate it, DT. Kind of funny. I feel like the it took me a while to sort the line work out on this batch of pages. Oh my god. Hello, guilty. For emotes, depending on what you want. If you want like an animated emote, that's gonna be kind of expensive. If you want just normal emotes, trying to think. It's been a while since I've done emotes, so I'd have to like kind of get back to you. But like I'd say like 60 to 90 an emote. Probably closer. Like if it's gonna be like a batch, I'd probably charge around like 60 an emote. Again, depending. Like I'd have to like kind of figure out my workflow and all that. But yeah, probably around that. I mean, depending on how simple we go, it might be a little cheaper. Yo, guilty. Chiptune FM is busting out some really good tunes tonight. Had some dub mood earlier and some others. I'm wondering if because I've been getting a lot of like repeats and stuff like that. I'm wondering if like the thing cycles per day. So now that I'm streaming on a different day, I'm wondering if we're getting different music, which is cool. Yeah, that's the best thing to do. Is and you have my contact information, so whenever you want, just reach out. We'll work something out. It's been a long time since I did emotes. Truth be told, I've like the first time I did an emote for someone, I really didn't know what I was doing. And then I actually learned some tricks from a friend of mine and did my own emotes. I'm still really happy with those. I'm really sad. That was one thing that I was really sad about in regards to getting away from Twitch, was having to leave my emotes behind. But no, I never really used them anyway, so didn't really miss out on much. Wait a minute. Yeah. The shadow. Something like that. I'll need to do this. Pressure wheel. Oh, take it. Jeez. It's already been 30 minutes. Haven't gotten through shadows yet. Almost. Oops, wrong way. Okay. So now we gotta do cast shadows. And cast shadows. Oh shoot, technically I could do a cast shadow here. In fact, I want to do a cast shadow here. Okay. Here's the cast shadow. The way I do cast shadows is I use this color on hard light layer 100%. So, yeah, this will help a lot. Cast shadows are really important. Hard light. What this above? That's better. So. I might not do that show because of this. Yeah, let's do internal darks. Yeah, we have some internal darks. Oh. Actually, where are they? Oh, yeah. Actually, I want to do internal darks here as well. It sounds like Fear of Dark. It is Fear of Dark. Noise Jam Spectre team on the. That's better. There is a few things I do with cast shadows that could maybe be a little better. Arclight. Actually, that's not right. Yeah, no, like, they've been really good. Been a great lineup. I was curious. We are listening to Chiptune FM. We'll listen to his tune while we draw, because a lot less likely to get the MCA for that one. But yeah, so we're listening to Chiptune FM. Check them out. 24/7 channel. Okay. Hey, I've seen some people do some amazing things with stick figures. At the end of the day, drawing is what you make of it. And what you want to make of it. There's not that much more that goes into it. No magic sauce, there's just picking up a pencil and going. Oh, that's annoying. Yet another stupid thing that. Let's see. Fill in manually. Yeah. Ooh, more Fear of Dark. Oh. Okay, now he's gonna be a little bit of a complex shadow. That doesn't look like a shadow at all. Okay, hold on. Back here. Would it be? Wrong. Honestly, it'd kind of be just like a big blob, like here. And like under him. Something like that. And this more. Technically, it probably fall across the leg, but that's okay. So the way I kind of like to think about shadows is if you took a picture of the person from the angle of the sun, what would the silhouette be? That's kind of how I try to think of shadows. Now, there is distortion, right? Like shadows can be longer because the light's hitting at an angle and everything like that. So it's not perfect, but like it still technically is. You're mapping a 2D. You're mapping a 2D image to a 3D plane, right? So you have to take into account perspective, but from a 2D perspective over 3D. Which technically would stretch down like that. He's slightly off to his left. So. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay. Not gonna lie, I kind of like the white sky. I think it looks really cool. I might try to kind of keep that, give it just a barely any like tint of color from the sun. And then go from there. I just realized I can do the glare now as well. So, the glare, we do add color, or add, not overly, add glow. That. Shadows, we select everything in the shadows, we reverse it, and we go. There we go. It just gives it this brighter contrast. A little less. Puddle as well. And cast shadow. We have one more cast shadow to do. Okay. Okay, so let's do internal darks here. Linear line. Honest, not crazy about what I'm getting with internal, with linear light. I think it needs to be darker, honestly. Color. I suppose what I could do is cast shadows, take that, and then delete the light. Bit more of its natural color. Then actually, I just realized as well I need to delete the glare from here. There we go, that's better. That's dark. That's more like it. Not looking fine. Oh, wow. This is a deep cut. In the Patrulin to the Moon, featuring Featherman K. Oh man, I haven't listened to this album in ages. I used to animate a lot to this album. I did my, goodness sakes, I did my first short film and would animate to this album all the time. And that was back when it first came out. Back in 2014. It's a great album. This is actually the album that got me into Keijin music. Oh, wait, hold on. That's not... Alright, let's try a less stripe. Fairly chipper. If you haven't listened to Dinto Patrulin, I highly recommend. That and Phantom NK. Phantom NK is a legend. I swear there was a solid like 10 years where friggin' Sweden was putting out like the most unbelievable chiptune bangers. It was crazy, like the amount of chiptune artists coming out of Sweden in particular. This isn't quite the right. I remember I used to get home from work. This was around like 2015. I would get home from work, and I would put their second album on. I think it was Analog Steroid. Yeah, and I would I'd play and I'd put it down really low on my sound system because then I would swing shift. So I'd have it really low, like volume, but then I would play A Link to the Past of that album. And I would had a projector back then, so I'd be playing it on the projector. Man, that was so much fun. I should have put a little blip there. No. Okay. And we are just going to take probably these overlays and slap them on top. Like that. Let's do the sky. The sky should be pretty straightforward. Don't like playing games with their own soundtrack. It depends for me on the game. Like, I remember I played through... So, I played a lot of Mass Effect 1. There was a time I was like, just... kind of one of those things where I was playing the game over and over again. I think I did 3 solid playthroughs, 3 full playthroughs, and the last one I did was like a super solid playthrough. Did just about, I think I went to every planet, actually. I don't know if I 100% of the game, but or at least like a 100% Paragon playthrough, but pretty sure I went to every planet at least once. And you know, so like after a while, it's like, okay, I've heard the really cool map menu theme 100 times. You know, what other music do I have? And so, you know, I'm on my Xbox 360, and that console's friggin' awesome. So I was able to just like go to like music that was on our like system at the time, and I started playing the what do you call it? The Chrono Trigger soundtrack while I was playing that. Interesting. Different. Depends on how important the game's music is. Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know, like, it depends on, like, yeah, what I'm in the mood for. I don't know, though. Playing Generation Zero to some Slift was pretty friggin' awesome. So, how do we want to... that, and then we can kind of, like... Probably not gonna play it. Yeah, and it's important. But yeah, it really depends on like the experience. Like a Zelda game, I would like 100% like, you know. But like, if it's like a multiplayer game or something like that, like when we're playing Age of Mythology and whatnot, I'll throw in some like, you know, or Zelda or something like that. If you don't care about audio footage. I mean, yeah, that is a thing. But if you're getting that hardcore, then you're not listening to any, probably. I don't have the hotkey memorized enough for. Yeah, part of me. Let me go back. Ah, dang it, that's chapter 2. Yeah, that won't work. Oh yeah, this is another really cool song. Yeah, and the expanding Expandemonium. This is another one of those songs that's like impossible to find online. But man, is it cool when it comes on. I mean, I think I maybe came across it on like hand camp or something like that, or somewhere else. I don't know. Okay. I actually kind of want to back the cast shadows up. Okay, let's move on. Actually gonna everything here. Okay, so we are now on to this page. And this page is gonna be tricky because it's at noon. So I need to reference my night page. And I did map the text. Not sure how I feel about it yet. I want to kind of like maybe rework it a little bit. Let me try something here. And let me actually edit. We want transform. We want mesh shrink. That's what we want. So yeah, this is what I was looking for. There we go. Now we can get this to be a bit more in line with what we actually want from it. Probably should do this one at a time. I'm gonna this one. Yeah, finally. Truth be told, I hope it's technically readable. I just translated. I use it as a translator because I haven't studied Braille enough. Braille's really interesting because you can get really efficient with it. I think that like Type 2 is what it's called or something, or System 2 or something like that, American Standard System 2, Type 2, is like really actually sophisticated in that like it's very context heavy, and so you can't just like dump it through a machine and translate. That I went with Type 1, and that I think is a little bit more like one-to-one, essentially. So it technically is readable, I think. That being said, you're missing like half the messaging, okay? So you know. Okay, let's go up. I'm gonna reference this page, probably the other page. Okay, so this is more or less what the remainder of the book is gonna be. Okay, so what we have here is, okay, so once again we have the darks, and we have the lights. I have lights too. I have 2 different lights I'm working with. We're trying to figure out what lights 1 is. Okay. So I decided to do different, I think it's different. That's lights 1. That's lights 2. Yeah, so lights 2 is the intro. Okay, I can do that. Get a blind person that does this. I wish I could. That'd actually be kind of sick. Honestly, I wouldn't mind, like if I knew someone who really knew Braille, I would totally like be like, hey, like how do I like Here's what I wanted to say. What would be like the accurate way to? Right. I'm sure that there's somewhere I could go. Yeah. Okay. So this is the darks lights. Let's start with this panel here. This is gonna be quite a bit of work because this really transforms. I think there's just one darks. Yeah. So the darks are all the same. That means I could start. Ah. Man, I'm telling you, like every single track tonight has been a banger. Awesome. Love to hear. It's hard like in and the idea behind darks isn't necessarily to create anything like contrasting. It's not meant to really change the value. It's just meant to create a sense of transition. No, that would be difficult to do. Yeah, I mean, a little bit. Of course, if you got someone, you know, anyone can learn Braille, right? Honestly, I think it'd be cool to learn sign language properly. Alright. How do I want to do the darks? I think this needs to be more broken down. It's all. But this is simple. That's good. Exactly what I need. Okay, let's go ahead and select all this. And go a little bit more dark there. But the convenient thing is, because she knows how to read Braille, and in fact, that's the only thing she knows how to read. She doesn't need a light source, so she's just sat there in the dark reading. Actually, I need this. Still be in the dark. Yeah. I mean, when you don't have a choice, right? I mean, that would be, like, I've had times where I'm, like, out there, like, and, like, my power's out or something like that, right? But the sun's going down. It's like, oh, that's cool, I can read. Wait a minute, I don't have any light. Dang it. Oh, interesting. We might do the background early on this one because otherwise I'm walking in the dark. It's just it'll look really funny until I get the background in. Which I have the reference for how I did that. I did kind of like a painted background. Hello, Nuke. I wish my camera worked. Let's check. That is the background. This is also technically the background. That's like a whole bunch of... Might do that. I'm gonna do like an array of stars here. This also, we're basically just gonna like we're just gonna throw this here. How you do, Nuke Meister Nuke? Hope you do the good. Supposed to be in bed? Aren't we all? Goodness knows I haven't gotten enough sleep in forever. How me? Yeah, I'm good. I'm doing good. Not moving as quickly as I'd like through these pages right now. I would have liked to get to this one, page 30, the next page, but if I get the 2 pages done, then I'm technically on pace. We'll see how things go. Technically speaking, if I get these 2 tomorrow, these 2 the next day, will be Thursday, these 2 on Friday. That's a miscalculate. I did miscalculate. Oh yeah. It would take 7 days, not 5. Yeah, I'm stupid. Dude, yeah, okay, well, now that maybe I'll stream on Saturday. I don't know. I'll probably stream if I have to. Why not? Why not? Maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna be so tough. I'm gonna be exhausted. I have a lot of work at actual work, and my fake job is now turning into a demanding fake job. Man, if only I got paid. Monopoly. I miss. Okay, lights, bad glow, and we're doing the purple. The purple is on the inside, so we're gonna do this. And what do we run? It's not gonna look right until we really do like the overlays. The overlays are what makes it. You know what I'm saying? But light. That's like a 72. Oh, come on. Always do. We just dang it. Another one. H missing. Crazy. Right now, it's not going to make a whole lot of sense with like all the lights looking and whatnot. But we just gotta trust. Gotta believe. If you learn anything from Parappa the Rapper, you just gotta believe. What a strange. Remember the first time I actually learned about that game was from because I didn't grow up with a PS1. I played a couple of PS1 games because we had a PS2. had like Worms, Armageddon, and stuff like that. But like Breakout, the greatest PS1 game ever made, Breakout. But it's really. But I learned of it from what's that? It was that crappy Smash Brothers clone for PlayStation. Battle All Stars or something like that. I don't know. And yeah, Parappa the Rappa is in. It's really bizarre that like a party fighting game like Smash Brothers, like against all odds, like now has a serious competitive. Nova from Nintendo Directs. Oh, there isn't a Sony? Or did Nintendo buy Parappa the Rappa? When did that happen, if that happened? No, I've not heard of that. As far as I'm aware, it's still Sony, but I could be wrong. It's not like Sony does anything to roll IP. Friggin' bring back Siphon Filter, Sony, please. Honestly, a new Siphon Filter. Gonna be on the Switch or something like that? No. Ain't that something? To be fair, I don't want Nintendo Direct. So it's very possible. Okay. Yeah, this kind of has like an ominous lighting to it already. Where is lights to lights? Whatever. Right. God dang it. Wait. Yeah, that should be. I have that app. Yeah, that'll be fine. Oh, I'll make one light player work. I can. We'll keep it strong. Nintendo got Witcher and Kingdom Come Deliverance. Yeah, but that's not like owned by them. I think that. I mean, I guess maybe Parappa the Rappa isn't. Who in the world owns Parappa? Who did that? Not the one next one. Yeah, they've been really stepping up their like third-party support. Where's quite necessary. Done. That's um. Did I see the new Metro? It looks very familiar, doesn't it? I haven't looked into any of that. Heck, I still need to play the first Metroid Prime. Heck, I still need to play Metroid, Super Metroid. I have played the original Metroid. And everyone kind of bashes it now. And yeah, it is jank, but like, it's not any more jank than pretty much any other NES game. So, you know, not really worth singling that one. Oh. I mean, friggin' Legacy of the Wizard is jank, but I still love it. I have no clue how to beat it. That would be a fun one to just... Because it's like, it's kind of like I'll wander around and make no progress in. Forever is basically Breath of the Wild. What, they made it into an open world game? I mean, at least tell me that you can go to different planets. You have to be able to go to different planets. Me too. It's... man, I'm really not into, like, open world games right now. Honestly, I hope for the next Zelda, like, I know that they're gonna do, like, another sort of open world game, but, like, my hope is that they'll do something more, like, just more structured. You get to drive around a big, boring desert. Is that, like, the only planet? Like, come on, they have to have other planets. I mean, the thing that made Metro Prime look really good was, like, you know, you're delving, like, it's a Metroid game in 3D, right? It's you exploring around these different areas and going through these different like, zones and stuff like that, and unlocking access, expanding into different areas. Which, truth be told, that's also what makes games really fun, is when you get to do that. Which is one thing that was really lacking with Breath of the Wild and near as I can tell Tears of the Kingdom is like, it's like just too open. It's like, oh yeah, you can just go anywhere. It's like, okay, well, so that's it. The whole map is what that's it. I don't know. I like it when things are like real. I like it when the world feels like it's changed as you're playing, and that's like what a lot of open world games. That's like the biggest thing that open world is. Once you beat the game, it really like very rarely feels like anything's, you know. And I think like the first one to really do Far Cry 2, you know. Far Cry 3 in particular, where it's like, oh, you liberated the thing, but like it's not really changing much of anything. It's like, oh, it just means a little blip on the map to spawn. Like, okay. You used to just explore one planet in Metroid. Like Metroid, Super Metroid, yes. The original Metroid, yes. But Metroid Prime had different planets. You had like Norfair. You had heckin' the weird like plant planets. First one, I think. Yeah, you had like different areas you could go to. Maybe it was one planet, but there were like different areas. And so you could decide to go like, oh, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go over there. You know? And it's like technically maybe the open world is bigger and all that, but like it doesn't feel bigger, you know? Because you're not going to a different world, you're just stuck in a sandbox. I do like the 2D games, yeah, like it's all like one area, like you're in a ship or you're in a room or something. But I don't know, that's what was cool about Prime, in my opinion. Was like, oh, you're going to like different worlds, you're really like going out there. Here. Space stations and junk. It's a literal sandbox. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. If that's the case, then man, it sounds like it's kind of disappointing in a lot of ways, which is a real shame. Okay, lights are done. I haven't. Interesting. Okay, I'll need to keep that in mind. I don't have any shadows, which is nice. Apparently, I decided to turn that off, I guess. I do have borders. Yeah, well, we'll do that. Okay, well, let's do the overlay, I guess? Sure, why not? Every time. Okay. So is that Underdarks? No, that's above. It's above internal. Which internal darks are going to be really important for this. Let's do overlay. Okay, so that's above. It's kind of funny. I'm not doing a lot of inventiveness with my color work. This time around, I'm doing a little bit, but not as much, which I'm okay with because I'm tired. I just need to look consistent. Big thing. But yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, I wasn't like super like, oh my gosh, a Metroid Prime game. Just I haven't really played the others, so like I can take it to it. Like, oh, they made an annoying guy. It sounds like he talks like he's on Reddit. Okay, cool. Like whatever. I don't care. I mean, it's dumb. I was like, whatever. I don't care. But like, I don't know. It is just kind of like, man, like that was a big deal, you know. Like everyone's like hyped, and it sounds like some people are enjoying it. Like I don't know. It sounds like it's been kind of hit and miss. More into the side-scrolling Metroid. Honestly, I probably would be into it. I don't know. I haven't played even. I played a little bit of Super Metroid. It seems like fun. I'd like to play it more. Okay, that's overlay. Let's do internal. Red and okay. So the first thing we're gonna. Is it at 100%? That's like 70. Right there. I am going to. That'll look better here. Everything else, maybe like down here. Ah, dang it. We'll just... that here. Then there's needed. No shadows, thank goodness. I should just stop doing shadows. I don't like it. It just takes so doggone long. I hated doing shadows when I was doing cleanup and lighting for them. And I'm doing them again in the animation. Because doggone it, they look good. Like, what's the guy supposed to do? What's an artist supposed to do? Huh? Okay, so now I need to do borders. Borders are on here. I did them there, and probably there as well. And I didn't do them outside enemies. And now, alright, I'm not too far behind. I'll be finishing this differently. Appreciate it there, good piece. Yeah, always good. Where's my mouse? Okay, so. I forgot to check. Is it linear light? No, it's hard light. Hard light is a really good. I don't know. I like the way the hard light operates. It looks. This. That. Panel. You know what, we're gonna do it. We're actually going. To be honest, I don't know how I came up with my kids lighting. I don't remember what was going through my head. It was like a year ago. More than that. The heck, man? Okay, that'll do. That's border. Real darks, overlays. So that's everything there. We did do some like smudgy stuff there, but I'm not. Let's just do. Okay, let's just do the overlays. This one I can just bring across. Just everything. Bring that over, and then the big one. Yeah. So we have two color tones. We have that and that, and it's a linear burn 100%. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. So, linear burn, or not linear, linear burn, and we're gonna do, what's the one that's outside? Boom, just like that. It's night. Look at this dude. Look at you, dude. 2 cheers. How's that, FX? I need to adjust this. What is that? Is that okay? That's at 100%. A little darker. I'll have to adjust it. Yeah, I agree. Okay, so first off, we're gonna go panels, we're gonna do you. We're gonna switch that, and we're gonna do that. Something is different. Do I have another overlay? No. Overlay is like 55. That's interesting. Alright, all the same. Darks. Border hard light. Turn that off. Turn off everything? Yeah, I don't know why it looks so different. I mean, it doesn't. Her skin. Oh, you know why? Oh, that's interesting. So her skin is a darker tone. In this part of the chapter because she's been out in the sun so much more, and so it's actually coming across in the lighting. Okay, so that actually technically is what her skin tone should look like. That's funny. Although I will say, like, I don't know, there's little things. I guess maybe let's try pushing the lights. Yeah. I have everything in the right spot. I have two lights, but those are separate. Those are just separate things. Overlays, hard lights, pin lights 100%. Well, we can adjust it. I am going to be doing a little bit of more background, but I want, that's just an overlay of this. And we're going to do a soft light bump. I'm going to do a soft light bump. There we go, that's better. Although I do want this to be dark. This panel in particular to be dark. Specifically, like the surrounding area. Oh, I know what I'll grab that. Grab, just the G. Going to do overlay. Gonna do hard light. We're gonna do, God. White, what I want. What about? Ooh, there's a light mode. Let me check the values here using my super duper fancy technique called making everything black and white. Okay, so contrast here is all right. Contrast here is good. Contrast here could be better. Contrast here could be better. Contrast here could definitely be. I think we're gonna boost the overlay. I boost the overlay. Oh. Something is really capping the. Which. Yeah, no, that definitely changing color. Clamping it, but it's not really. Let me bump this a touch. That'll bring down the dark. I want to other overlays, but like over this orientation. That orientation. What if I? Okay, well, I'm really not happy about the contrast on this. I want to bring his mask out. I want to be kind of a value. Because go here, saturate this. You don't see his mask, but like her skin and stuff like that is a little bit brighter against the dark background. So yeah, we'll see. I want to brighten those guys. Okay, we need to brighten. Let's. What we're gonna do. I think I want it to be a bit brighter. Oh, let's. Oh dang it. I can put. Okay, so. That's one. And we want like a. No, we don't want to add glow. We want an overlay. A little loose contrast on the book. Also realize her mind looks there. I'll have to. But that's not giving me what I want. Also, it's playing against the back. Overlay isn't giving me. There's. Try something. By and large, is the linear. Not sure. This technically works. Not super encouraged by these. Let me look at a different page. How did this? I used the same technique, but maybe I do have some holes. Hold on. I think I did bring it out. Okay. I think. Darks overlay, internal darks, lights. Yeah. Fluorescent. Okay, well, I can do that. That did seem to work. He's very green. He's very green. Not sure why. Oh wait, hold on. It's because I'm an idiot and I'm actually painting the green over it. Yeah, don't, like, stop. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, this is how. What is? I'm seeing, is that darks? No. There. Okay, I technically need to paint the sky as well. Oh, remember that technique. What did I do for that? Painted the stars. I need to turn this into like a background or a copy with. This is like actually one of my favorite pages. Actually, this is one of my favorite pages. Okay, it would be background, and basically, so I have the sky, which the sky was just this, I think. Yeah, it was just kind of this, like, pattern. And we had the halo effect, and that's all that. This is like sky. So the sky, yeah, it's just this kind of hazy, looks like wash brushes. Okay, and that's just normal. Bunch of junk. Okay, so let's grab this. Um. It's like purples and things like that, and that's gonna be. I don't know if it's a less dry brush or if it might just be a generic wash. No, it's not that. Maybe it is less dry. Less dry is a good brush. Although that's being overlaid. Is this being overlaid? No. Not. Okay. If that's the case, then I need to actually... Oh, shoot. That'll be fine. Layer below. Flip to the layer below. Okay. And this one I'm gonna make it less extreme, the bottom one. Still want to first. Little contrast. Twice. Go for it. Now, from here. I had to do this. Okay. So, this is an add glow. This is a Japanese watercolor brush. Recognize that. To add glow 95%. Go to my Japanese watercolor brushes. Honestly, this might be. That'll do. Alright. Background. Okay. Add glow. 5. go with that. I'm not going to overthink that. The divide, which is a couple colors. Have like you and you, have you and you. Divide, that's like an 86%. Divide at like 86%. Honestly, I want to do more pieces like in this vein of like starry skies and all that kind of stuff in this style because I'm really there's a lot of a technique I figured out while I was doing a piece for. Honestly, I should go back and. Then we have the add glow, which is dots. Yeah, we can. I think it's gray. Add glow. That'll work. Oh, we could use grape too. Blurred spray. I don't like that. I think spray. Yeah, I think there's a better. Yeah, that's more of that subtlety. This. Go. Come together. So the overlay. The overlay is much the same. Green. And this is just kind of a reinforcing kind of feel, and that's also a Japanese watercolor. That. I might push it more into the background mostly. Oh yeah, actually this is so this is another overlay, and this is a darkening. So as you know, you go out into space, right? There's that transition into like the deep black overlay. We're gonna. Okay. All right. Oh, come on. Hold on. Do that. Maybe back. Yeah, that's fine. And then we have soft light overlay. That's for that, but I actually am going to put that here, overlay, in order to kind of push it into the background. And it's technically it's 100. I don't need to be 100%. Oh yes, and the glow, that won't be necessary for this. That'll be necessary. Okay, so that's the technique, essentially. I'm actually going to brighten up. Yes. Maybe something like that. I don't know. That's fine. I don't care about that. Okay, time's 6. Going for a couple hours here. We're almost done. This panel, let's do this. This panel we're gonna like kind of lighten up exactly what we do, but we are still going for that gouache. Uh, What is that? Yeah, that'll do. Not real. Divides. Red. Again. Add glow. Which is actually the stars. Overlay is these colors. That. An overlay. Darken it and the soft light. There we go. Nice and subtle in the background. I actually am going to give a little bit of a halo effect. I'm kind of surprised I didn't do that here. I'm going to do that here. But not until I bottom one. The halo effect will be very simple. I'm going to do that. Okay, so wash. Actually, turn around a little bit. And a little bit of texture to work on. Okay, and divide. Actually, I want to play Kirby. Overlay. Buff light. Then there's one more I need, which is one. That's an add glow at 100% across the bottom. That's on top of everything. Add glow. Yeah, there we go. Check. Now they're kind of blending in there, but I think they're really clear enough. Something like that. Truth be told, I should give like a fog or a haze over them, because they're real far out there. So I'm actually going to give a green haze. There's soft green haze. Scratch on the screen. No, that's a weird artifact line that's coming. A bit more spectral. And probably. Now, on of everything, but not. Halo. Okay, I'm gonna call that page good for now. I might actually put this. Well, I can't do that. Okay. Yeah, we'll call that there. Next page will be much the same, probably just as long as this one, so prepare for a long stream tomorrow because I have 2 pages to do. This one as well, man, this page is I gotta figure out like how to make his skin stand out against the background. I'm guessing like overlays and maybe affect that. Yeah. So okay. Yeah. I don't know why I decided to not have this on. I think it was like something. Okay. I'm gonna call it a night. Really tired. It's almost 10. I got ramen. Okay. Yeah. I'll be back tomorrow. Same moon time, same moon channel. And yeah, we're gonna. I might actually. You know. Real. Creep my. New sound unlock. Okay, hold on. Gosh. Let's delete this on yeah, you know, on the linear burn. Oops. That'll cause the eyes to stand out. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna be keeping this crazy train rolling. This train wreck rolling. Yeah, so we're making it. We're getting through. We have 5 pages done. Not bad. That means we have 10 more to do. Means it would be another like 5 days. So yeah. Yeah. So I'll keep going. I'm gonna try to get 2 pages done tomorrow. And yeah, hope to see you there. Have a good one, everyone. And yeah, later.